Section 5.6, Scientific Notation. Scientific notation is anything written in this form, a times 10 to the nth, where a is between 1 and 9.99999, etc., less than 10, and n, the exponent, is an integer, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on in each direction. These are some examples of things written in scientific notation. Something like 2.3 times 10 to the 6, or 5 times 10 to the -3rd, or 4.17 times 10 to the 5th. These are not scientific notation. 0.3 times 10 to the 5th. Remember, the first number has to be between 1 and 9.99, etc. 0.3 is smaller than 1. Or how about 2 times 10 to the 1/2? That has to be an integer, not a fraction. Now let's do some conversions. The way I like to do this is to write in scientific notation is to think, this is a big number. 23 million is a big number, so the exponent will be positive. So remember, for scientific notation, we want the decimal between the 2 and the 3, because it has to be 2.3 times 10 to some power. It cannot be 0.23 or 23. So it's 2.3, and let's count how many decimal places to put it where it was to where we want it. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places. So it's 2.3 times 10 to the 7th. Remember, the decimal on any number is always after the last digit unless you see it somewhere else. Let's take this one where you can see the decimal, 0.0014. We want the decimal between the 1 and the 4, so it's going to be 1.4. This is a small number, so it'll be a negative exponent. We go 1, 2, 3 places, so it's times 10 to the -3rd. Now let's do some conversions going the other way. Let's take 4.01 times 10 to the -5th and write it as a decimal. This is a negative exponent, which means it's a small number. So we're going to, and this is how I do it, I'm just going to put a bunch of zeros in the front. The decimal was right there between the 4 and the 0. We have to go back 5 places because we wanted a small decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where I want my decimal. So our answer is 0.0000401. Let's take this number, 2,050,000,000, and write it in scientific notation. We want the decimal place to be after the 2, 2.05, and let's see how many places we have to move it. The decimal is at the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's times 10 to the 9th. It's positive because it's a big number.